You know that you're going to put your scratch work in an ePortfolio page. Here is a sample template that you could steal. Notice that there's a little what I did section explaining what you've done. There's a game that's embedded. There are links to the code. This is an old link before we could embed it, I guess. They have some pictures of the code that you could talk about. Maybe you describe a game. It's a nice little concept to highlight some words which are important and you'd like the reader to look at, because if it's just one big blob, people tend not to look at it. Just a design thing. A little bit about your thinking. What did you think before? What do you think now? Maybe looking towards the future. I've seen people before put links to some of the other things we've done. A little note. Here are some other quick examples. This one is a great story when you have a chance to read it, but it needs to be broken up a bit, but it's all one big chunk, and it's actually very interesting as they took the course before, and to kind of get an insight of what they started at to where they're at now. So story style. Very well designed, and it has embedded links, it has games, and this person decided to do something on their own with JavaScript. It works. This one actually has some great content. It just looks kind of plain and blah. Can you work some pictures in? Can you make some words pop? This is all really with design, because the content actually is, looking back at it again. Yeah, so they're looking towards the future. Just make it pop a bit. Nice little, same sort of thing. Telling a little story, working towards a final product. Moe. Same thing. She has all the interesting content and thinking. Maybe just jazz it up a bit, but it's all there. This is kind of like the bare minimum. If you're behind, I'm going to say just embed your game. This is not a game, it's a screenshot, and give us a big picture thing. Put it in one chunk. I remember this person we rushed at the end. This person has a different theme to their ePortfolio, so it looks a little bit different. Links, words popping, what was challenging, what was fun, talking about the game in the future. One or two more. Again, another story style. They went a little big on the design. Sometimes people go big on the design to hide their lack of what they'd done, but I remember she was working her butt off. Any more? This is an interesting example. A lot of detail about all the project itself, which is fantastic. However, don't be afraid to step back and talk about the big picture rather than talking about all the details. Yeah, those are some ideas of some ePortfolio ideas that will work, and those are actually on here, but I'm not sure if you guys can open these, so I'm going to embed the video on this page somewhere in case you want to go back and look at them again, and in case you can't get in. Thank you. Do a great job. I know you can.